So hi guys, a wonderful good evening and welcome to our Master the Markets webinar from Admiral Markets, presented here by myself. My name is Markus Gabel. I'm a trader like you, and we are fighting together in the heat of the days here in Germany or wherever you are. Warm welcome and thank you to Admiral Market that we can make this webinar series Master the Markets. We want to cope the challenge of trading, and I hope everything is fine with you and you had a great day up to now. So let's start with our webinar this evening with the risk disclaimer. You know you are responsible for your own trading. Trading with financial instruments offered by Admiral Markets carries a high level of risk, which is not suitable for investors due to the complex nature. I guess you know what I want to say to you. We have the retail clients, professional clients. There differs between that. You know that, and of course, why you should use or choose Admiral Markets for your trading, because it's one of the best brokers around the world with a typical spread of 0.8 points during the main hours in the DAX and no minimum stop distances and so on. And around the world, Admiral Market is available. You can choose it wherever you are. So guys, please use the chat box here. This is on my left side. This is the reason why I'm looking on the left side of my upper screen here, because there I can see your good evening and audio video. Okay, thanks Vincenzo. And if you have any question, please feel free. There are no secrets. I want to share everything with you because it's my mission to make you successful in trading. And one of the best possibilities is to follow Battle of Titans. So I created this big project around the world to lead people to success by a really easy trading approach. If you want to have more information about that, it works around the world. Please send me an email or ask me whatever you want. It's your big chance to become a successful trader. So sorry. So this is our trading approach we try or we want to use, that we are using every week. Success, dears, is not a fantasy, it's a formula. And a trend continuation is more likely than a trend break. So we have a probability of almost 65%. And if you make sure that the big trade or the big trend and the big picture is working for us as well, the probabilities are rising to almost 72%. And based on that trading approach, we use our rules. So rule number 5 to 7. I'm sorry. It's really hot today. In Germany, we have the hottest days in the month of June since we recorded that degrees in Germany. It's absolutely amazing. I guess here in Bavaria and Germany, we have almost 40 degrees today. That's amazing. So rule number 5 to 7 describes where we are in the market. If we have a fair price or an unfair price, if we have the support by Fibonacci and the big picture. But to come into a trade, we need rule number 1 to 4. We need a trend, we need a young trend, we need the correction, and we need the balance candle inside of the correction. And this is so easy to trade because it's based on the behavior that a trend continuation is more likely than a trend break. So, and let's go through the market. And on Wednesday, we always want to search the market, and we want to look about some trading ideas for the next 5 days, always based on that rules, no more and no less. Jesus Christ. Okay, you see, rule number 7, the big picture must support us. We use 3 templates. It's like Tinder. Does it fit? It's okay, use it. It doesn't fit, switch it away. Like Tinder, you know Tinder, switch it away. Oh, it's not so not nice, switch it away. You like it? If we have the support, if you run out of 3 templates, use it. So what's the 3 templates in the big picture? Daily chart for us, it means we have a trend, or we have a divergence, or we have a great support or resist to the current price, and we can use this 3 templates in the hourly chart to make our trades there. Okay, let's see. I'm really sorry for that. So first of all, we have Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. This is a great support, a great opportunity, because you can see we have a big divergence. So if you connect the last lows here, you see you have the divergence. It's a double low, a little bigger divergence, and this means we can use it. So we started already yesterday with a trade in that, because yesterday we had already a big chance. Look at this one. Even now we have falling prices right now, but we reached already the first target. Let me explain that for you. So we had our trend. Look at this one. We had this trend movement, then a correction, and after the last move we had a trend. The last high 09195. So then we had our correction, and if we use our Fibonacci retracement, we know at least 38%. So you see, first of all, we had a correction up to 78%. That means the green line. So, and then we had our balance candles here. You see a lot of balance candles. So great signals, and we went into that trade. So then we had the next correction up to down to 100% of correction. That means we need to come with our first target. We always work with 2 targets. The first target in and out. So from black to black or red to red, the deeper we come with the correction, the closer is our first target. It's a trampoline effect. It's a jumping effect. The deeper, the closer, the higher the correction, the higher, the more far away is our first target. So you see, first of all, we had, after we got into the trade, we had a 100% correction. That means that our first target must trail from the green, from 7 to 27% down to black. And as you could see today, we reached exactly our first target. So that's the good news. But after that, since a couple of hours, Australian dollar is really, really weak, and the Canadian dollar is really, really strong. So the price sharply decreased to the lower side, and our mental stop is placed here on 9157. So at the moment, the trend is still valid. So we don't have actually a trend continuation to the upper side. Why not? We don't have a close above the last high 91951. So we have a high 9196, 1 pip more, but without a close. So we don't have a trend continuation. It means this is still our last correction zone here, from 9180 down to 9157. So at the moment, you see we have a really weak price, and after reach the first target, maybe we will run into the stop. So, but it doesn't matter, not at all, because you see the fair price is far away from our current price, 9353, and you see we have 200 pips to go. Maybe we need a second entry if we run into the stop right now. So we are deep in the green zone right now, and this is the first shot. We reached the first target, but we have to be patient. Maybe we need a second entry. So this is the really important point, why we use mental stops or soft stops, because the the real stop loss is placed here at round 91542. There's the stop, the broken nose, but at the correct point 3 there is our soft stop placed for the case if you will see a spike below that point 3 but without the close. We want to close the position in the stop if you will see a close below 9157, the right stop. So work with a mental stop, work with that soft stop, and place about your money management. You have to be aware of that. The stop must always far away enough, but you close the position if you have a close below the last point 3. That's really important. So sometimes it works in that way. We only can work with probabilities, not guarantees in the market. It's just only hard to understand, but now we have to accept what the market will give us. So the next one we have on our list is Canadian dollar to Japanese yen. First of all, it's always the same working style every week and every week and every week. So Canadian dollar to the Japanese yen. So here we can daily chart. Here you see, first of all, we saw a great support here at the point of low. You see, now we copied the point of low to the upper side, and we are on track to the point of control. So after we see a balanced candle here yesterday, 3 balanced candles in a row, but just today, we saw higher prices, and I said last week we have to wait if you will see a close above the point of low. Then we can think about the long trade in Canadian dollar to Japanese yen. So let's have a look where we are, and you see we cannot use it at the moment. So we saw we had our first we have a good trade in that point, but now that's too bad. You see, we stopped out, and after that the price increases without us. So that's live trading, guys. That's how it happens in the market very, very often. So sometimes it is, but sometimes we need to trail our stop. That's the point. Okay, now we have a trend, but as you can see, we are far away in the move. We are very far in the move. The last correction zone is placed between 81.37 to 81.10. So we need a correction, but you see, we are within the red zone, absolutely within the red zone. We only will have a chance if the price will come back here to the point of control, and then we can make a long trade. But I guess we will never see a price. We won't see a price back to the point of control. But let's put it on your watch list. But let's keep it on the watch list. We will see what happens. So next one on our list is British pound to the let's see, British pound to the Japanese yen. So as you can see, we have a divergence in the daily chart as well. Connect the last 2 lows and connect in the RSI, or maybe you can use the MACD, moving average convergence divergence, and you connect, you see, it's a higher low. That means maybe the price will react on it and will go back because we are far away in the green zone. The point of control is placed at 146.296. So we have around 1,000 pips to go, guys. Yes, 136 to 1,000 pips to go. That's a lot of space, guys. And we will see what will happen, but we can use it for our hourly chart, guys. So let's see how we can use it in the hourly chart where we are. Look at this one. We need our rules. Do we have a trend? Yes, I guess we have. Let's draw it. So let's start. Movement. Now you can see my view at the chart. Correction, movement, correction. So this is the trend. Now we need, it's a young trend, rule number 2. Rule number 3, we need, of course, at least 38% of Fibonacci. So do we have a close below? Yes, look at this one. No, come on. So it's a little bit, so here we are. So you see, we had a close below 38%. We went down almost 61%. We have a trend. We are far away from the point of control. So what we can do, we can make a trade right now. Because you see the balance candle here, at least this one, 3 almost in a row, and now we can make a trade. So buy it, and now we are in. British pound, Japanese yen, we can try it. So the stop is placed below the last low here, and the soft stop is here under, oh, this is the wrong line, here below that. Because if we will see a close below that point, the trend will break and we are out. So, but place the stop a little bit far away, not exactly under the below the point of 0.3. British pound, Japanese yen, we can use it. So where's placed our first target? Look at this one. We almost 61%. That means red to red. First target is placed here 137.35. There is our first target placed. So this is a real trade right now. Okay, next one on our list is US dollar, Japanese yen. Where is my US dollar? So I have to open it. US dollar, Japanese yen. First of all, let's have a look at the daily chart. So here we go. Okay, US dollar, you see, do we have a trend? No. We are far away in a green zone. Point of control is placed far away, 111. Today we see a balance candle and we have a divergence. Connect the last two lows and look at the RSI. Connect the last lows is a double bottom. It's almost a divergence here. You see, it's a divergence and we can expect higher prices for the next day. Just have a look. This is a support by daily chart. It's always the same working style. Automism. Never break the rules, guys. It's always automism. So do we have a trend there? A clear trend? Come on, guys. Hard to figure out. Okay, let's try it. Start lowest point movement. Then correction. So, and then this is really, really bad. You see, really, really bad. So let's see, movement, then the next correction, lowest low, and then the next move from here up to there. And now we need the correction. So the last correction zone is placed here. And here we can draw our Fibonacci tool. So, and you see now we have to wait to the correction at least 38%. But it's enough. Put it on your watch list. It should be okay to do that in that way. US dollar, Japanese yen. We need a correction at least 38%, guys. Okay, next one on our list is Euro Swiss franc. Euro Swiss franc, open daily chart first of all. let's see where we are. So, oh my God, you see, point of control, the fairest price is placed here at 1.14. We are deep in an unfair price zone. We want to go back to the point of control. It's always the same behavior. Look at the chart. And additionally, you can see connect the last lows. We have the next divergence. You see in the RSI, this is a check. It's a divergence. Today, we have a clear balance candle. That means supply and demand switch to each other. We have more demand than supply. So that means we can expect higher prices. So let's see to the hourly chart. So, okay. Now our rules, always the rules. But guys, to be honest, it's a little bit, how should I say, unclear trend, really unclear trend. I wouldn't draw it in that way, not really. I would wait, I will draw it, look at this one. I see the trend another way, movement, then the deep correction, and actually I don't have a trend. Actually, I don't have a trend right now. So you see, I would wait if you will see here a higher price and then the next correction at least 38%, and then we are looking for our next trading chance. This is high. It's a little bit too small, I guess, but we can draw it in that way. So this is, yes, movement, correction. This is a trend, but you see, we had a balance candle, but without the close below the 38%. And it's too bad, that trend. I would wait. Come on, let's wait. We don't need it. We don't need it. Wait for a clear trend. Be patient. We will get our chances. But put it on your watch list. Euro Swiss franc will have a great chance to the next days. Okay, next one on my list is New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. New Zealand dollar, Canadian. Here we go. New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. Open the daily chart at all, first of all. So here we go. Just a moment, please. So can close that. So New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. Okay. We actually, you see, we're struggling with the point of low. That's a little bit difficult, but maybe we'll see a close today. And do we have a divergence? Connect the last lows. Look at this one, and connect the RSI, a higher low. You see, that's a clear divergence. Now we are on track for the next hours. If we cope that, if we can cope that challenge with struggling the point of low, then we can think about a long trade. Switch to the hourly chart now, because we have a support by the daily chart. But look where we are. And you know, we don't make trades within the red zone. You see, it's not a chance for us. Because actually you have a trend. Yes, we have. But we only make trades. Even we see a correction at the point here, at the point of low, or at the point of control, but not within the red zone. And if we will come deeper to the point of control, you see this trend will break, and then we don't have a new chance. So it makes no sense about that. So switch it or delete it from your homepage. It's just irritating to think about that. Next one on my list is Australian dollar against New Zealand dollar. Australian dollar to New Zealand dollar. So open the daily chart. First of all, so, okay, let's have a look. Do we have a divergence? No. Do we have a trend to go up? No, of course not. The seasonal shows us higher prices. So, but what can we see? A great support. The price came back and actually come back into this great support zone. And guys, if we will see a balance candle in the next 1 or 2 days, we must think about a long trade here. So switch to the hourly chart. Maybe you can give me a little bit feedback in the chat box. Are you satisfied with my words, with my ideas? Can you follow my thoughts? Is it too complicated? Or is it okay for you? Please type it in the chat box, just for me, that I know we are together on track, because I want to help you to follow my ideas and to become a successful trader by a really easy way. So put it in the chat box, yes or no, or everything is fine. It's just for me, please. And of course for Admiral Markets, that they are happy with me as well. So here in the hourly chart, we need to wait. Why? Because we don't have a trend right now. And you see, we need a balance candle here in the support zone, and then we can think about a long trade. Nada, great. It's a bit complicated for me. Yes, watch more the webinars or send me an email. So I will give you. So I type my email here in the chat box. You can see it. If you want to have more information or more support, please send me an email. I can give you more information, because I want that you become successful as well, because everybody has the rights to become successful in trading and to make money. So please, my email address is in the chat box right now and there. If you want to have more information or support, ask me. So we have to wait. First of all, about the rules, we need the trend, but put it on your watch list for the next days. So next one on my list is at least British pound, Swiss franc. British pound, Swiss franc. So just a moment, I have to clear that. British pound, what should I say? British pound, Swiss franc. So here we go. Daily chart, first of all. It's always the same, guys. So here we are. Do we have a divergence? We don't have a trend. Okay, point of control, the fairest price. And this is one of the best information, guys. We need that information, because you don't trade British pound, Swiss franc. You trade the price of that currency, the price. And prices always have the behavior to have a fair price or an unfair price. So, and as you can see, the price is circling around the fairest price always. Go away and come back to the point of control. And this behavior, it's a strategy. We use it to go back to the point of control. And we use it for the big picture as well in a signal chart we want to trade. It's really easy. And based on that information, we can make our rules. We need a trend, we need a correction, we need a balance candle, and then back to the point of control. So, do we have a trend right now for template? No. Do we have a divergence? Let's see. Let's connect the last lows from here to here. And in the RSI, you see the last low, it's a little bit divergence. Yes, it's a little bit divergence. And more than that, you see we are working, or we reached a great support zone here. So maybe if we will see a stabilization due the next days, we can use it for a day, for a trade in the hourly chart. So open next chart, hourly chart. So here you see, we already see in the hourly chart a stabilization, and here the same situation. Point of control, the fairest price to do the last 3 months, it's a quarter, last 3 months, is placed at 131. Far away, we are at 124. That's 700 pips to go. And now we need our rules. Stick to rules. First of all, we need a trend. Do we have a trend right now? No, we don't. You see, it's a downtrend first of all, and at the moment the price is trying to build a new uptrend. Let's see, maybe this one. Start at the lowest point, the last movement, 124, then actually a correction, here the last low, and now is not a trend. We don't have a trend right now. What do we need for a trend? We need a close above 124. Maybe we will see that. So this one. And then we have a trend. If we will see a close above 124, and then of course the next correction, you know, rules 38% at least. So let's see. We can work with the Fibonacci yet because we don't have a close above 124. Okay, put it in your watch list. It's enough. Okay, so we have Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. You see, weak price. We have Canadian dollar to the Japanese yen. We have to wait. I don't think we will get a chance there. British pound, Japanese yen. We started with a trend, right, with a trade right now. Actually, you see. Then we have US dollar, Japanese yen. We have to wait for the next correction. Euro, Swiss franc. We have to wait for the next correction. And Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, we need to wait for a trend. Same in British pound, Swiss franc, we need to wait. As you can see, we have a big list, but that's the chances for the next days. It should be enough for that. So last week, guys, maybe you are interested on the DAX or in the S&P 500. We can have a look at it. I'll open the daily chart about the market as well. Where we are, we reached almost the all-time high. You see 2958, a little bit higher here at 2925. No, a little bit higher. Let's see. Here we go. 2964, all-time high, but it's not without a close. Just only they tried to continue the trend. So, but we have an uptrend. Now we see a little bit correction. We will see what will happen. Maybe we can work with the Fibonacci, and maybe we will reach 38%, 50, or down to the point of low to 61. That means 2,818. I don't know what will happen, but at least I guess we will see a correction down to 2874. But actually, I don't see a trading chance there. And of course, point of control through the last 3 years is at 2637, far away from the current price right now. So we are an unfair price. It's a little bit difficult. Let's see the hourly chart. Almost same situation. We see the downtrend right now. We had a correction up to 61%. You see, it works. And now we are on track to continue the trend. It would be not the best, the worst, because the point of control is placed 2887. And I guess we will reach it. Maybe we will reach it, and then we can see higher prices. But right now, we have to wait. We have to wait. I wouldn't make a trade in S&P 500 right now. It's too far away from the fairest price. I wouldn't make a trade there. Okay. A very interesting situation we have in gold. Let's see, gold. Really, really high prices, $1,439, $39, really high prices, far away from the fairest price too. We are far away in the move, and maybe we will see a little bit correction in the next days. I guess we will see that. No trading chance there, because we are far in the deep, really deep in the green zone, and in the unfair price zone. Point of control is far away at $1,283. In the hourly chart, we still have an uptrend, maybe the beginning of a downtrend, but not right now. How can we draw it? Let's figure it out. Let's see, movement, then the correction, then the next move, and then now we have the correction. You see, we have the correction. Here we can work with Fibonacci again. So we reached already 38%, and we have space to 50 or 61%, $1,423. And then we can continue the trend to the lower side. Difficult, guys. Gold and S&P 500, really, really expensive about one contract. It's really, really hard to trade actually. So, and as you can see, maybe you remember last week we talked about special people around you. And as you can see, we started a trade in Japanese yen, we had a trade in Australian Canadian dollar, and we stuck to our rules. We stuck to every rules. We made sure that the big picture is supporting us. We saw that our rules, we saw the price, we made everything right. And as you can see, we are in the loss. And this is really hard to accept. This is one of the inevitable things we have to accept. And maybe you remember the last week we talked about special people around us. It's called bad citizens, really bad people, not bad people in that sense, but bad people that talking always shit stuff. Everything is bad. So now imagine you have that traits. You want to become successful, but for that kind of job, you need, of course, you need positive thinking. And maybe you know such situations. You have a great weekend. Let me explain that. You have a great weekend. You are full of positive vibes, sun was shining, you have a great time with your family, with your wife, your kids. You did everything to come into positive things and positive thoughts and positive vibes. And then it's Monday. You come into your office, you go to your job, and then you have that people around you. And as soon as you see the bloodless faces of your colleagues and your other people around you, all your positive vibes and motivation are gone. Do you know such situations? Do you know that such people, they come into the room and put the light off and put all the energy off? And maybe you will know people, if they come into a room, the light is going on, full of positive energy. If they come into a room, if you want to become a trader, guys, You need people around you that are thinking in the same way like you. You cannot accept people in your direct environment. They're thinking bad. They're talking bad to you. And maybe you remember we talking about your mirror neurons. They placed behind your eyes. You have to protect them. They are like your treasures. You have to protect them because that mirror neurons are nerve cells behind your eyes, and they mirrors everything what you hear and what you see. Maybe you're looking a bad movie, or you're reading a bad book, or you heard bad news around you, and you have bad people around you. I don't want to tell you that you have bad friends, of course not. But think about the people, your top 10 around you. What's the most important people around you? And make that home exercise for the next days. Write down your best friends or the most people around of you, wherever you are. That is valid wherever you're living, in Germany, in USA, in UK, in Africa, wherever you are. Protect your mirror neurons. Guys, trading is a human thing. You see, we have our rules, and you see, you make your experience every day. Trading is really, really hard. You can make everything right. You can stick to the rules always. But at the end of the day, you lost money. And you don't know why. Because you said, what should I do? I stuck to my rules. I did everything right. And now I lost money. What happened? You have to accept it. It's only probabilities in the market. There doesn't exist a guarantee that every trade will become a winner. That doesn't work. And this is hard for our mind and for our heart as well. And for that, guys, this is my job as a coach, to push you up, because trading is a hard challenge. You can cope it, but only if you're thinking positive always. And now imagine you have people around you, they are very close to you, and they're thinking negative. They're talking negative. It's too hot. It's too cold. Everything is bad. Life is so bad. Whatever. You know that people. I know it. You know that people as well. They come into a room and they put the light off. Guys, it doesn't work. Believe me, that doesn't work. You cannot thinking positive if you have such people around of you. Protect your mirror neurons. Google it. You will find it. You will find an article about that. It's not, I don't found it. It's a fact. It's a scientific fact. That's nerve cells behind your eyes. And they are responsible that you mirror your environment. In our past, in the history, it was necessary that we are inside of a group. It's about the evolution of the mankind. It was necessary to be into a group. There was safety. Yeah, but the people were safe into a group. If you were outside of your group, you were in danger. You was in danger. But that doesn't work today. Maybe wherever you are, you live in a safety environment. You're safe. There doesn't wait a lion outside of the cave or the cave. There doesn't wait a lion anymore. Of course not. We are living in a safe world right now, most of the times, of course. but you have to protect yourself. You have to protect your heart and your mind. And believe me, that point, I'm engaged in trading since 20 years right now. I lost everything, almost my life, about red and green candles. I know one way to become successful. And one way, guys, is protect your mirror neurons. Please make sure that you have good people around you. You have to feed your mirror neurons with positive news. You cannot watch a bad movie and be in a positive vibes after that. That doesn't work. You cannot come home after a bad trading day and then you have friends around you, they're complaining about everything. And they are barking in your ears, they are barking, they are feeding your mirror neurons with bad news too. That doesn't work. You cannot be successful either in trading nor in other things in your business. You cannot become successful if you have bad guys around you. Make sure that you have people around you that feed your mirror neurons with positive things. Read a good book, watch a video, Tony Robbins, whatever, positive motivation. Make sure that you find your inner calm point. Find your real why. Think and make positive things. This is your only chance, guys, to become successful in trading. Next week, we want to continue with that topic, beside, of course, our trading. Thanks for your attention, guys. Thanks for everything that you're part of that webinar series. I hope we will see each other next week again, and enjoy the rest of your week. Follow Battle of Titans if you want. And yes, take care and protect your mirror neurons. With that in our mind, don't forget my words. The journey is the reward. Bye-bye.